Fanning flames, high winds made it difficult to fight a huge warehouse fire at the old Dodge Reliance complex south of downtown Mishawaka. Good evening, I'm Terry McFadden. If you live in Mishawaka, you likely saw, smelled, or by now have at least heard about our top story tonight. It's being called the Princess City's largest structure fire in the last decade. Just after 5 o'clock, heavy black smoke filled the air above 500 East Union Street. That's directly behind Mishawaka's Central Fire Station. The inferno leveled the former Dodge manufacturing plant, a 300,000 square foot monster of a building. NewsCenter 16's Barbara Harrington joins us now live from the scene. And Barbara, now 6 hours from that first 911 call, is the blaze out yet?
Well, Terry, it certainly died down quite a bit, but there is still a lot of work ahead for firefighters. Since they've been out here, the roof has collapsed, several walls have come down, and take a look, there is still heavy smoke coming out of this building. So they're fighting that right now with aerial lifts, but they still have hours of work ahead of them. Smoke filled the skyline near downtown Mishawaka Monday night, where dozens of firefighters battled a massive blaze on Union Street.
I think going back through my 33-year career, this probably ranks in one of the top 5 in terms of size-wise.
The building's been around for more than 50 years, serving as a foundry for decades, and it's constructed mostly of heavy timber.
The part you see on fire now is all the steel shop and machine shop that used to be.
But it's what's inside now that gave firefighters plenty of problems Monday night.
The former RMG Foundry is used as a storage facility, kind of a cold storage facility in the off-season. I know the owner does store some vehicles, some boats in there as well, so it wouldn't surprise me to see some small propane tanks like you might have for your household grills in there.
The fire chief says there could be upwards of 200 cars, boats, and RVs inside, giving plenty of fuel to the fire along with strong winds.
The more fuel the fire has, the more difficult it's going to be to us to fight and to try to get ahead of, but that's just one of the things we have to deal with.
Despite everything working against them, firefighters say not a single resident or first responders been injured.
We are continuously monitoring the neighborhoods that are surrounding this area to make sure that there is no danger. If we needed to evacuate, we'd certainly make those decisions.
It's going to be probably several days before all the hot spots are out and the fire marshals can even get in there to try to determine cause.
Just moments ago, there were some flames on the corner of this building, so they had to go in, spray that with water. The wind's still very strong out here, and that is not helping firefighters. Once again, they have many of those hot spots that once again flare up and turn into flames, so a very long night ahead of them. And as they work to get those hot spots put out, you need to avoid this entire area near the Mishawaka Fire Station on Union Street. There are several roads that are closed because there are issues getting water here, and they have hoses down the middle of streets that people cannot be driving over. So until they have this fire completely out, several roads are going to be closed. Avoid the area if you can.
All right, we know that Chief Freeman and his crew is quite capable of handling fires in the Princess City, but this is a massive fire. Did Mishawaka get some help from some surrounding fire departments fighting this blaze?
Several fire departments are out here tonight. We know South Bend, Penn Township, Clay Fire, all out here to help. And we also know that Clay Fire is helping respond to regular calls, other calls the Mishawaka Fire Department may have tonight as they deal with this blaze that could go on another 8 to 10 hours, depending on how strong these winds continue to be.
There's going to be some needs for some mutual aid with what they got going there on Union Street. Barbara Harrington reporting. Barbara Harrington reporting live tonight. Barbara, thanks for that update. And the RMG Foundry building, as it's now known, formerly Dodge Manufacturing, has deeply embedded roots in Mishawaka. According to the Center for History, Wallace Dodge founded the Dodge Manufacturing Company back in 1878. His business produced wood hardware tools, including the wood split pulley. By 1902, Dodge had grown to its sprawling 65-acre Mishawaka campus with 40 buildings. In 1967, the Reliance Electric Company purchased Dodge. It closed the plant in 1999, but new owners reopened the facility shortly thereafter under the name RMG Foundry. However, a major loss in business caused RMG to shut down for good in 2006. And it turns out this isn't the first time The company's had a fire in its 135-year history. Back in 1881, 1 year after Dodge was formally incorporated, a lightning strike hit the original wood factory, seen here, burning it to the ground. According to the Center for History, many buildings on the current site were built immediately following Dodge's first blaze. In the nearly 6 hours since black smoke first filled the air, we've received dozens of viewer photos capturing history crumble. Jason Powers snapped this photo at dusk as wind gusts topping 30 miles an hour sent black smoke billowing eastward across Mishawaka. Viewer Jesse Jonick stood with a group of onlookers as bright orange flames illuminated the evening sky. If you look closely at the center of the picture, you'll see a ladder truck spraying water on the factory. And Robin Nickerson captured the very moment as the plant's roof collapsed to the ground. And to view our entire album, just visit our website or WNDU Facebook page.